Hello everyone. In this video, I want to share with you the recent experience I had with ChatGPT writing a MATLAB code to create a scary picture for Halloween or a scary face for Halloween. And it was really fun. Plus, I just wanted to show you not only the fun part, but also how many times I went through giving it feedback and feedback and feedback, and it didn't get it. And finally, it created something that was acceptable. So I want to, as I said, show you the fun and also uh, emphasize the fact that if you work with ChatGPT and you want it to write some code for you, you should not just get disappointed right away, and you should work with it and tell it exactly what you want. Sometimes it makes mistakes, sometimes it has a good part in the code. In the next version, you ask for something else, it gives you the new thing, but it ruins the previous good working code. So you have to be patient with it, but ultimately it can get you close to something you want. So here, you see, I ask it to do it, and it says, yeah, it can be fun. Let's make some simple spooky face and so on. And it made this, look. So here, called it a spooky, and had this text, Happy Halloween, in it. Well, maybe the eyes are a little bit spooky, but the rest of it is not really. Kind of like look like a sad face. And this thing here, clearly, I don't know what it has, because this is not the nose. Okay, so clearly that was not a good code. Then I said, well, no, this is not scary. Give me something better. Okay, and look here. So I went down and said, well, make it scarier. That ain't good. Okay, and tried to get it, and then said it's not really scary. Add more features. So I was pushing it. Okay, and then it made this. So made the background black, which is good. Bring the mouth closer, and kind of connected these eyes, which I don't know why, but and then I asked the next time in the next version for teeth. Okay, so I said add some teeth, and this is the teeth. So clearly see that the teeth are not even next to the mouth, and when you say eyes, just did that without pupils or anything. And this it considered like a scar, although it doesn't look really like a scar. So then I kept pushing, and I said, no, first of all, I don't want those many teeth. They are in the wrong position. I want just two of that, and make the pupil for the eyes and so on. So look now. So now it added the pupils for the eyes, and I asked it to make the teeth triangular and sharp. So it did, but clearly you see that it added a bunch of them, which I don't need, and this scar still not really in a good position, kind of like something attached to the mouth or a part of the mouth. So get better, but not exactly what I want. So now I ask it to move the teeth, make two of them, and then it tried to move the scar off a little bit. So look here. There we go. And then I asked it to create a third eye, and it did. So it created a third eye. Again, forgot to add the people, and but this time it made two teeth, which is good. So it made two teeth, which is good, and added a third eye. So I'm giving it ideas. And then I ask it to basically add people to this one, change the size of the eyes, and also to add ears. So then finally, after a lot of back and forth, it went to this. So you see the scar is now here. The teeth are up like a Dracula, right? And the eyes, one of them is smaller than the other one. This third eye on the forehead, it has a pupil on the side. It has two ears, one smaller, one bigger. And then I ask it to add the text of boo right below it. So now, if you can see, it's kind of made something like a genie, or I don't know, some scary monster or so. So it went from that initial one, right, to this one. But again, as you can see, so this was like the, if you look at how many times I ask it to write code, this is the first one, second, third, and here I came all the way down and I counted, it was 17 times. So I worked with it 17 times, so finally it got me what I wanted. And it got it in the right place like this. And if I just want to explain a little bit of that to you, and you see here it's creating a figure with equal axis, so the aspect ratio is like 1:1, and then creating a hold on so nothing is basically overwriting the previous one. The first thing it does, it says set GCF color and black. GCF is the current figure, and it's setting the background color of that to black, okay? And then draw the head with a circle, so that's the radius, this is the center, and then it creates the circle with the rectangle command. But in order to convert a rectangle into circle, you need this option here, curvature 1 and 1. If you say curvature 1 and 1, it converts the rectangle into a circle for you. Okay, and you see here, this is basically the top left corner of the rectangle, these two, and those two are the width and the height. And you see the color is 0.6 and 0, red, green, and blue. So it's a green face. And with this curvature option, again, 1 and 1, you make it a circle. Then it goes over the larger eye. Again, it's a rectangle. Then add the black part to it, a smaller black circle to make the pupil. Then goes to the smaller eye, similar again, 2 circles. And then the third eye, it goes on the forehead. Again, another circle. Add the pupil to that, okay? And then goes over the mouth. Now for the mouth, you can see that it is doing it with the plot command. Okay, and here you see that mouth x, mouth y, radius times cosine theta and sine theta. So it's an arc basically. And then you have 2 triangular teeth, which you see it does it with the fill command. So it creates the corners of the triangle. And then you see here, this is like the x of the first point, this is x of the second point, this is the x of the third point, and similarly the y of them. And then for I, it goes from length to length of teeth, which is in this case, really you only have 2 of them. You fill it with white, and then again with circles, it is going to add what? It is going to add ears. Okay, and there is a small ear, there is a big ear. And finally, adding some extra details here and writing using the text command to write boo, and then finally adding a title. Okay, so what you can do from this code, and I'm going to share it under the description of my video, is you can see how to create primitive shapes in MATLAB, because MATLAB is not really meant for high graphics or something. It has a bunch of primitive shapes, but still you can manage to get something like this, and it's not really bad, okay, given the limitations you have. And as I said, the good thing with ChatGPT is, first of all, you get to work with it, get to give it feedback, but the most important thing, it acts like a tutor, a help for you, and you should not just skip looking at the code, okay? If you really want to learn MATLAB programming, the best way is to look at the code written here and see the syntax of different things and how it solved this problem. So it can really be good for a practice on like plots and creating shapes. Okay, so hopefully it was good to you, it was useful to you. I know it's not Halloween, it's a month, more than a month from now, but these Halloween costumes are all over the place in the town these days, and it just kind of pushed me to write something with ChatGPT and work with ChatGPT. So hopefully it was useful and fun to you. Thank you, and see you in my next video.